Warning, this is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Warning, this is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous.
What is going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Cap Nation Live. Another day, another dollar. It is Wednesday, the 19th of May. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. The haters keep making us famous. Welcome, everybody, for tuning in on this beautiful and blessed Wednesday morning. Glad to see each and every single one of your ugly mugs up and ready to rock and ready to roll this morning. I don't know about you guys, but I am ready to rock and roll. We're going to jump right into it. NBA, how about them Celtics in the under yesterday? Where are the naysayers today? Where are the naysayers today? I don't know. I don't know where they are. Wizards this, Wizards that. Wizards this, Wizards that. And the over with no defense. Not gonna happen today, folks. Well, yesterday, that is. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Top of the morning to you. Almost afternoon on the East Coast. Early morning on the West Coast. 7:14 here on the West Coast. Ready to rock and roll. How about that members only video yesterday? Members only. If your name is in green, you are cashing big time. Congrats to everybody there. Big round of applause. All of our YouTube exclusive members. We're hammering home yet again another early action game on the Hansen Tigers. Get the job done. Woo. What is going on? Brian, Beeman, Rich, Art, what's going on? Anthony, thank you for joining us. Mr. KD in the house. Good morning, Johnny. No, what's going on, brother? Brian S. Glad to have each and every one of you. Scott in the house. Whoa. Whoa. There's a blast from the past. What is going on, Scott? What is going on, brother?
No need to lie my tracks, man, because you know I'm the truth.
Hopefully you're doing well. Danny Lopez, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I'm a white boy from the south with the rag.
Danny Boy 257, loving the Japanese baseball plays. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. I enjoy putting them out. It's something that generally stays pretty consistent for us.
I don't give
Art, right? Where is he? Where's our boy at? Or girl, whatever it is. Where's all Ernest at? Kick Actual, what's going on, my brother? How are you? We keeping him out of the groin area. Ronald, what's going on, man? Ronald says, Fly Fox, let the fucking haters know what you do. Well, we should have had a 3-0 sweep. We should have been breaking out the brooms. We should have had that lady dancing in the video, brooming, you know. But the White Sox decided to bend us over sideways yesterday, and they did us in yesterday. White Sox, what a shit show that was. Winning the entire game, they give it up in the end of the game and screw us over. Threw the poach in that one, but hey, we took a 2-1 day on my personal plays. Take it. It's not the 3-0 that I wanted and that we needed, but hey, we'll take the 2-1 day. We'll take the little win day. You know, it was only a -110 that we lost, so no harm there. We made nearly a full unit there, hammering the Cubs +1.5. Didn't even need the +1.5 there. Also, the over in the Yankees and the Texas Rangers game yesterday, smashing easy for us after it stayed under the day before. So that was nice. That was nice. Premium plays, a near 3-0 sweep as well, but they slid into 2-1, winning the first 2 games. The Pacers on the money line minus 150 or 125, depending on when you bet it. And then the San Francisco Giants plus 1.5. Didn't even need the plus 1.5 there. Hammered that one to a 2-0 start. Dropped the Brewers late. It was a 0-0 game late in that game, and they ended up giving up 2 runs to Kansas City late, and unfortunately, 2-1 day there. So, hey, we'll take the small winning days. Small winning days are better than no winning days. Hold on one second, folks. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty. Rare Entertainment, you can barely hear me? You can barely hear me, huh? Anybody else having a barely hear me audio problem, or does Rare Entertainment need to turn up the volume? Music is drowning me out. There is music still playing. Okay, well, we could always turn that down. Sometimes it's better to hear the music than me anyways. I had the music up a little too loud. Here, we'll test it now. Hold on. We haven't played music in a while, so we'll test it now. Let me know if it's still drowning me out or if I was able to lower it for you. Is that better right there? That should probably be better. That should probably be better. You know, Rich, not everybody's got those supersonic ears that you got, my brother. Is it good now with the little music in the background? Are we rocking and rolling? We ready to roll? Ready to roll this morning? Art, you hear me just fine? Fantastic, thank you. Scott says, cheers from Anaheim. Cheers right back to you, brother. Cheers right back to you. I'm good. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. All right. So, congrats to Chef Bayer yesterday on winning a package. Gave away a nice little package yesterday, a premium play package, and he had a nice winning day yesterday. Congrats to Chef Bayer on a nice free package yesterday. Alrighty, so premium plays for today are posted, just so you guys know. Premium plays are posted, system plays are posted, which closed out another nice one yesterday on the Tampa Bay Rays. NHL is posted. Soccer is posted. The soccer game of the week was posted yesterday. What was it? Late afternoon, I believe it was, or early evening. I can't remember, but I know it was posted yesterday. By the way, soccer game of the week goes down today. Today. It is an early cutoff time. They're cutting off the signups at 1 p.m. Eastern time. 10 Pacific. All right, 10 Pacific. 10 in the morning Pacific. So, what that means for you, folks, if you're not on the soccer game of the week, you're probably going to want to be on it this week. All right? It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a nice big winner. But the problem is, you need to be on by 1 p.m. Eastern time. However, we did put out a promo code yesterday. We didn't highly advertise it. We posted it on Twitter. So if you follow us on Twitter, you got it. If you follow us on our YouTube community page, you might have seen it. If you enter the promo code SOCCER30, SOCCER30, and I'm going to put it in the comment section, it will take 30% off. on the Sunday on the soccer guaranteed game of the week, which drops it down to $70. You still get the guarantee, all of that good stuff, guaranteed to win, or you will end up with the next one free. But they did lose last week, so they don't lose too many of these in a row. So you'll be in line for a nice big win. So make sure you get on board. It'll be a nice one. KD says, I wish I was a chef. Hats off. Chef Bayer winning the package yesterday. Remember that promo code. Enter that in. It will save you 30%. And by the way, I did not have it speaking. I had a lot of people have been texting me, asking me, is there a game of the week this week? Is there a game of the week this week? Yes, I will have a game of the week this week. Yes, I know what game it is. Yes, I know what day it is. It will be taking place on Friday. Obviously, pending last-minute COVID or player personnel switches, that would be the only thing that could potentially change it. That would be the only thing that would potentially change it. Okay? But shouldn't be an issue today, folks. Alrighty. Mr. Miller, Jesus, Scott, Mr. Ledbetter, Tiger, Mr. Culpepper, Mr. Moretta, everybody so far that has also jumped on board the soccer game of the week. Glad to have each and every single one of you on board it. I know our soccer guys definitely appreciate the love and support that you guys have shown them. Just so you guys know, Bellator is this weekend. Before we jump into some things, Bellator this weekend, Friday, Cyborg is fighting. We have some special stuff planned for Bellator this weekend. UFC on Saturday. It is going to be a fun weekend when it comes to MMA. And the fun thing is we will have FC on a members only live on Friday. Members only live on Friday. So we're going to have a great time. And by the way, those max fight picks that FC's been putting out, if you guys are not betting the max fight picks, you are flat out missing out. They're 8-1-1 in the last 10. Keep in mind, Darren Stewart was that draw. We got leg kicked by bad luck on another. 8-1-1 run on his max fight picks, his guaranteed max fight picks, just so you guys know. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. Anonymous, the only ones that are guaranteed to have is our guaranteed Saturday play. Our Sunday plays don't happen every week. My game of the weeks don't happen every week, and our soccer game of the weeks don't happen every week. The only one that's guaranteed to happen every single week is our guaranteed Saturday play. Like, I didn't have a game of the week last week. Matter of fact, I've only had one game of the week out of the last 3 weeks. And that's my personal play game of the week. Like, I don't have anything to do with the soccer plays. They put out a game of the week, but they're not every single week. But there's the Sunday play, the guaranteed Saturday play, soccer game of the week, and my personal play game of the week. All of which, the only one that's guaranteed to happen would be the guaranteed Saturday play. That's the only one that's guaranteed to happen each and every single week. KD says your son will be bowling in a tournament in Vegas in a couple weeks. Very nice. I wish him well. I hope he pulls nothing but strikes. Jordan says, what's up, Kyle? Another Nippon baseball winner for the members only video yesterday. Absolutely. Very welcome, sir. Thank you for noticing that. You were going to bet the Yomiuri Giants, but glad you didn't. They got smoked. Yes, there was a reason why we did not take the Yomiuri Giants back-to-back yesterday. But yes, the members only video cashing yet again on the Hansen Tigers in their 3-1 victory. I expected a little more scoring out of that game. We didn't get it, but hey, we'll take the win. We'll take the win. Yeah, I think everybody and their mother's losing a shit ton on Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin down under 36,000. It actually hit 30,000 at one point. Bitcoin plummeting. Good old Tesla denounced it. And then the Chinese government says that it can't be a currency and put out a warning on it. And it has tanked. The way I look at it is these people put out press releases. These people say, no, it's not going to be good for the society. It's against the law in China. And it's the Chinese government probably buying it up after it tanks like it is. I promise you, Elon Musk probably bought an absolute shit pile more. And then he'll sell it off when it gets high, and he'll make $100 more billion. It's just what they do to us, little peons in the crypto world. They smash our hopes and dreams, and they don't let us get too big before they pull the plug out from underneath us so that way they can buy even more at a lower price. Alex says that Japanese game was money line, and run line. Yes, it was. If you remember, for all our members, I gave out the full play was the money line. That was the main play. However, there was a nice wager on the run line at plus 173 or plus 176. I can't remember what I got it at. I think I got it at 173 when I bet it. So all the way around, great day. Thank you, Alex, for reminding me about that one. Jungo, you said, is it going to keep dropping? You know, I'm definitely not the Bitcoin predictor. I would like to think that it has a bottom out. Scott, if you're still hearing music, my brother, you are way, way, way behind us. Katie says you knew the correction was coming. Let's just hope it's not a plunge. Let's just hope it's not a winter. And it's just a correction. I lost a nice chunk on it myself. Sadly. Then the dog shit coin took a tank. The dog shit took a tank. What's going on, Scott? Welcome to the future. Welcome to the future, Scott. Glad to have you tuning in with us all the way in the future now. Alrighty, so I think what we should do is we should jump into it. Do what we did yesterday. Take a look at the games. Yesterday we started with the NBA first. Today we'll start with Major League Baseball first. Alex says, makes you wonder if Elon sold. Elon sold. They actually announced that Tesla stopped accepting Bitcoin. Because, a month ago, you were able to buy, a Tesla with Bitcoin. They stopped accepting it and stopped allowing it. And that started the tank, and then the Chinese government. He sold before he did that. Elon manipulates it because there's no regulatory government oversight in it. This guy manipulates the market like nobody. It's actually sad. And he's always ahead of somebody. He's always buying on the low, selling on the high, putting out the press release a week or two later or a couple days later, and then watching it tank. And I promise you, he's scooping it up again. When it starts going up, he's scooping it. Scott, do we provide a 1-month system play package? We do, sir. We have a weekly, and then a monthly, and then the season. Yes, sir. $400 a week, $750 a month, or $1,500 for the entire season. Which the season, there is still so much more to have. It is still financially worth it to be purchasing the season. That it is. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to jump into Major League Baseball. We're going to jump into Major League Baseball. And we're going to take a look there, and then we'll jump over to the NBA. We're not going to hit all the games because we've got the full slate of games today. And we've got about 45 minutes left of live, so we're going to try and jump through a lot of them. We're going to start out with those shitheads, the White Sox yesterday, who bent us over backwards yesterday and stuck it to us. White Sox, Twins. White Sox laying 125 on the money line. Actually, minus 118, courtesy of our friends over at BetOnline. Plus 108 for the Twins. Giolito on the mound against Shoemaker today. We've got a pitcher's duel going on in Minnesota. Which one's going to give up more runs? That's going to be the bigger question. Total on this one is moving. It was 8.5 minus $1.10. It is up to 9 at plus 100 at BetOnline. The White Sox minus 1.5 is plus money at plus 130. They could not get the job done. They were up nicely all game long yesterday. Then they got to the end of the game, and the old White Sox screwed the pooch on us. The old White Sox giving up 2 in the 8th to tie the game 4-4. I mean, it was 4-1 up into the bottom of the 6th. And then the bottom of the 8th, they tied it up. And then they gave up that game winner in the bottom of the 9th. In the bottom of the 9th. Unfortunately. Give me 1 second, folks. All righty. So, what can we expect out of them today after screwing the pooch? Yesterday, what can we expect? Shoemaker, Giolito on the mound today. This could be a surprising pitcher's duel. Or we can get 2 pitchers that have been struggling throughout the first part of the season to get the job done and close out games. Although Shoemaker had a good game against the Tigers, but then again, a lot of pitchers have a good game against the Tigers. Back on the 7th, he went 5 complete innings, gave up 4 hits, no runs. He had 5 strikeouts and only 2 walks. He's walked 2 batters a game over the last 3 games, so 6 batters over the last 3 games. His last outing against the A's torched him in 6 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 5 runs. 3 of those were long balls over the wall. He had 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. In his last meeting against the White Sox, you'd have to go back all the way into last season to see how he's pitched against them. He pitched 5 complete innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs in that game. Struck out 4 of them. Mr. Beeman says the White Sox will come back big today. You know, I want to believe that, and they should. I'm not a real Lucas Giolito fan myself. He scares me at times. You know, he's very inconsistent. He'll have a great game like he did against Kansas City, and then he'll show him, you know, his stuff the second time around, and they'll torch him. You know, then they'll torch him. Luckily for him, He hasn't faced them yet this year. Anonymous, guaranteed Saturday is never soccer. Only time it was ever soccer was during COVID. His last outing against the Royals, he had 7 strikeouts in 6 innings, but he gave up 2 home runs. He walked 3 batters. He gave up 5 runs on 5 hits. So we have the making. We have the making for a great totals play possibly. Or maybe the pitchers come out and throw a duel down in front of us and we watch the game go under. But we've already seen some pretty sharp line movement towards the over. Looking for some player props on this one to see what Giolato's strikeout prop is. It's probably at 7, possibly 8, if it's even up yet. Let's see. His strikeout prop is actually at 7 or more at minus $1.16. Now, he's actually thrown 7 batters out, 3 of his last 4 games, 7, 8, 2, and then 7. His 2 was in his 1 outing, which was a very good outing against Kansas City. I tend to believe he should be on his game today and be able to fan 7 batters. I do like him to have 7 strikeouts. Now, Shoemaker is at 5 or more. It's a little more interesting there because he doesn't even average anywhere close to that 0-2, 0-5, and 4 in his last 5 games, although he did have 5 against Detroit in the beginning of the season and 7 against Seattle back in April, the first part of April as well. So his first 2 games, he had a lot of strikeouts, and then ever since his first 2 games, he's only reached 5 strikeouts or more once, and that was 2 games ago against Detroit, a team that he's actually done it twice against this season. So the Shoemaker strikeout prop, to me, is off the board. After watching the Twins come on late yesterday and move the ball around, late in that game yesterday, I'd like to believe that them moving from the nighttime to the early game, I mean, they had 9 hits. They actually out-hit the White Sox yesterday 9-6. Screen is stuck? Okay. I see actually the whole thing is stuck, so I'll get it fixed. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm usually not looking at the main screen, so I usually don't see that. They hit the ball around exceptionally well yesterday. 9 hits, 5 runs on 9 hits. I would like to think that Shoemaker would be able, or not Shoemaker, but Giolito would be able to strike out 7 or more. But I'm going to steer clear of that one today. Even though it's juicy at 7 and he's done it, 3 out of the last 4 games. And he'll probably hit it and I'll be wishing that I bet it. I'm going to steer clear of that one myself. All right, I'm going to steer clear of that one myself. Now, moving on to that second game on the board. Rockies and Padres, Gonzalez against Musgrove. This one is an interesting one. They're playing in San Diego. It's an early afternoon game. That ball should be able to fly in the afternoon without that added moisture of the evening time being on the coast. Total on this one sitting at 7.5. The Padres laying the big juice, minus 261, plus 234 for the Rockies. Minus 1.5 for the Padres is minus $1.20. Plus 1.5 is plus 100. The Rockies are 13 games under 500. They've lost 4 straight. They lost yesterday in a very close 2-1 game. They lost 7-0 before that. They lost 7-6, 65 in their previous games against the Reds, where they had 3 straight wins, including a 3-2 victory over the Padres. And before that, they lost 8-1 to the Padres. They've had quite a few very close games that they've been losing. They really haven't been losing by a lot. Gonzalez, Chi-Chi's got a winning record so far on the season. He's 2-1. What has he got? He's after 35 2/3 of an inning. He's got 4.79 ERA with a 1.4 WHIP. He's got 17 strikeouts. The problem has been his walks. He's got 11 walks on the season. However, it seemed to be earlier in the season the last 2 games he's given up a walk apiece, 2 walks over 2 games, 4 over 3, 4 over 4, 5 over 5, averaging 1 walk a game over the last 5 games. Not a bad number there. He'll give up some hits. He'll give up anywhere, he'll give that 5 to 7 hits up, although he gave up 4 in his last game against Cincinnati, where he gave up 4 hits in 7 innings. He went 7 complete innings, which was the first time this season Chi actually made it 7 innings. He's coming off that really good start. Only had 2 strikeouts, but put a lot of people in double plays, ground balls, fly balls as well. So he got himself out of every jam that he was in his last game. Going up against San Diego, what to expect out of him? You got to go back to September of last year where they torched him. He came in relief and, for a third of an inning, and he got absolutely annihilated. He walked 3, gave up 4 runs. It was a bad, and he wasn't, he was charged with the runs, but he didn't give up the hits for it. As far as what else he's ever done against San Diego, he pitched a nice 4 1/3 inning last year as well. Gave up just 1 run on 2 hits. So, they've never really torched him too bad. I do like Chi in this matchup today. I think there's definitely some value in the Rockies, and I'm going to say it. I think there's value in the Rockies at plus 1.5 today. They're plus 100. They're even money at plus 1.5. All right, they're plus 100, even money at plus 1.5, and you guys are definitely lacking in the thumbs up department. If you guys want something to go up on this Vibe interactive free play board, you're going to need to, smash that thumbs up button for us. Start hitting it. All right, guys. I never lose Mo. What's going on, brother? Says, hey, what's up? Love your free play with the Reds over 8. Yeah, that was a good one the other day. That was definitely a nice one the other day. San Francisco and Cincinnati over 8 on Monday. That was a nice one. That was definitely a nice one. Thank you. Appreciate that. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you do not miss a beat on anything that we do from the daily free play videos, which is already out, by the way. And make sure when you're there, you give us a thumbs up in that video. Drop us a comment with your best bet of the day. If you win, we might just select you for a free package. All right. Yeah, I'm putting something up on the board for you guys. So once you guys start smashing that thumbs up button, I'll click over and show it. Yeah, I'm going to be stingy today. You guys are being stingy. So am I. So am I. Congrats to everybody on our members only video. And we're going to move right along. We'll talk about the Reds and the Giants here in a little bit. We'll talk about that next. But first, remember, soccer game of the week. You literally have 2 hours and 15 minutes to get on it. If you're not on our soccer game of the week, you're going to flat out miss a big one today. You'll flat out miss a big one today. Also, the members only. There will be another members only video being put out later. There will be a members only video put out later. All right? You don't want to miss it. If you're not a YouTube exclusive member, if your name does not show up in green, you will flat out miss out. So click that join now button, the join button right down below, the $sign or the link in the description or the link in the comment section that says join here. From $9.99 a month to $14.99 a month, you'll have access to up to 2 members videos a week, up to 2 members only live shows a week. This week, we're going to have members content every single day. So don't miss out, all right? We're going to have members content every single day. We've already put out members video after members video, and we keep hammering them home. All right, we won on Tuesday morning. We won on Wednesday morning this morning. All right, we're going to win again. We're already 2-0 on the week. Chef Bayer in the house. What is going on, my brother? So we're going to continue to do what we do and put out that members-only content. So make sure you're on board, especially for the Cap Nation family member. Ernest is in the house. He's trying to low blow, so at least he's not overweight. Sorry, buddy, but 6 foot 220, I wouldn't really classify me as overweight. And we didn't block you. We just put your dumb ass on timeout like this. Watch. It's called a timeout because you're a baby, sir. Babies get put in timeout. It's not a block. We didn't hide you from the channel. See, I've got a couple options. I can hide you permanently, or I can put your dumb ass in timeout, just like this. All right? Like this. Watch. Boom. Come back in 300 seconds. I know, Ernest, 300 seconds is probably too high for you to count. All right? It goes past, 2 hands and 2 toes, or 2 hands and 2 feet. So, you only got to count to 20. All right? I get it. Do that 15 times, and then you'll be able to comment again. All right? All right there, Mr. Ernest Williams. But again, trying to call me overweight doesn't bother me. 6 foot, 220, actually 223. I really wouldn't classify that as overweight there, sir. All right? At least my mama knew how to name me properly. Vernest. Danny Boy says he's loving the volume and the quality of the members' content. Thank you. Thank you. I slacked off when I was gone on the members-only content. So, definitely have to make it up for you guys. And that's what I plan to do. By the way, if your name is in green and you've got the Cap Nation Troll or the Donkey, let's show Ernest just how much of a jackass he might be. All right, let's see it, folks. Spam the chat if you're a YouTube exclusive member. Let's see the donkeys. Let's see the trolls. Where's Juan at? Where's my brother Juan at? Rich says, I thought you were 6'7" and played linebacker for the Trojans, right? Nah, no 6'7". I'll be honest, it would suck to be 6'7". Although we got a couple guys in here, former Trojans. We've got a couple guys in here, former UCLA Bruins. They're pretty big boys, let me tell you. Mr. Guzman, if you're watching, we got some pretty big boys out there. But no, I'm only 6 foot, 223 actually. And I'll be honest, my knees feel that 223. I like to be right around the 210 mark. Trust me, I'd love to be some skinny little twig at 185, but I'd rather have a little meat on the bones. There's my brother Juan. What's going on, brother? Jesus says, let's hammer that soccer game of the week. No doubt about it, brother. No doubt about it. We're definitely going to. Juan is in the back lurking. I see you there. I see you there. Jason, what's going on, brother? Another day, another dollar. Ready to do another members-only video here in a little bit for you guys. We're going to make it a good one again. All right, so let's jump into something. But first, I know you guys are going to continue to smash that thumbs up button for me. Ernest, she'll probably hit the thumbs down button. All right? I'm sure she'll hit the thumbs down button. And that's okay because it helps us too. Every time she comments or he comments, whatever the case may be, it still helps us. But again, going to throw this up on the board because it's already there. And by the way, when the wheel is spinning, we're winning. And by the way, the pole's spinning, brother. All right, so here we go, right up on the board. I talked about it. Hopefully some of you guys paid attention. I think the Rockies at +1.5 have a lot of value today with Chichi Gonzalez on the mound. I like the matchup with Chichi on the mound going up against Musgroves. I think it'll be a close game. I don't necessarily believe that they may win outright. I think they keep it close. They've lost a considerable amount of games that were within a run. I think they keep it within a run. I think they're live, even at +234. So, we might just throw up there and say small at plus. Oh, hold on. Maybe a small little sprinkle. Small there's. I'm glad Vibe did a little update for us. Well, I thought they did. There we go. A little small one at +234 just to keep it interesting. I think Colorado's live today. I really do. And if I think that they can keep it within 1.5, I think, and lose by 1, I think that they'll be live to possibly win the game outright too. So as long as they don't donk it off somewhere late in the game, maybe they tag Musgroves early and they jump out to a nice early lead, a little 3-0, 4-0 lead, and then keep it moving. that would be the hope. But honestly, I think they keep it within 1.5. I think they lose by 1 or possibly win the game outright. So Rockies plus 1.5 is an official play today, and we're going to keep it moving. I only have about 20 more minutes on the live, guys. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do one more Major League Baseball game. Then we'll jump into the NBA real quick because we flip-flopped them today. And some of these games we, got stuck on a little late talk here. But again, if you haven't already done so, please do hit that thumbs up button. Greatly appreciate it when you guys do. I Never Lose Mo, thank you. Welcome to the Cap Nation membership as well. Welcome to the Cap Nation member. Glad to have you on board as well. Glad to have everybody that's a Cap Nation family member. You'll have access to the exclusive content, up to one member's video a week, up to one member's live show a week. There'll be more than that this week because we've been putting out members content every single day this week. But everybody that is a member, give I Never Lose Mo a big welcome. Big welcome to the Cap Nation family side. Glad to have you, sir. Speaking of the family side, if you have that Cap Nation's Brinks truck, back that sucker up. Let's see that Brinks truck. Let's see it. Air Fryer Nation, come on out. Spam the chat. Let's get that chat rate rolling, folks. I Never Lose. Welcome to the fam, brother. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. All righty. All righty. Now, one more that we're going to take a look at. The Marlins and the Phillies. Interesting matchup. Marlins 5 games under 500. Phillies 2 games above 500. Marlins come in plus $1.15. Minus 125 for the Phillies. Marlins have lost just one straight. They've won 3 out of their last 9 games. The Phillies 5-5 on a 1-game winning streak after winning yesterday in a blowout 8-3. As far as the game today goes, we get Trevor Rogers, who's 5-2 on the year with his 1.83 ERA. He's pitched just 44 complete innings, 57 strikeouts. Oh my Lord, and 17 walks. He walk him and he strike him out. All right, going up against Zach Eflin in today's matchup. Another one that's gone deep so far in the season. 2-2 on the year, 3.86 ERA. I'm going to give the pitching matchup to the Marlins here with Trevor Rogers on the mound. I am a big Trevor Rogers fan. What to expect out of today's matchup, though? First of all, it's the Marlins, so I emphasize treading with caution. All right, it is the Marlins, and I emphasize treading with caution. Now, last time Rogers faced the Phillies, you got to go back to September of last year. He pitched 3 complete innings. He got absolutely slaughtered. All right, he gave up 9 runs on 9 hits. He had 5 strikeouts in those 3 innings. But if he wasn't striking them out, they were fucking tagging him, excuse my language. Now, the Marlins, if you took them on the run line, plus 1.5, you're going to have to lay the juice. It's minus 190. All right, it's minus 190. Which, I'm not opposed to taking a minus 190 if I think they'll keep it at, my bet, healthy and have a good opportunity. But in this one, I don't see a good opportunity to lay minus 190. You got to remember, it is the Marlins. It is the Marlins. They've only won 18 games. They've lost 23. However, Rogers has won 5 of their 18 games. He has won 5 of their 18 games so far this season. Now, so far this season, him getting tagged around really hasn't happened. He did give up 3 runs to the Nationals. That's the most he's given up all season long. This kid will average 6 or 7 strikeouts. His strikeout prop is probably at 7. I'm not even going to pay attention to it. Matter of fact, I will go. I'll go take a look at it. It's probably at 7, which would probably be a little on a fairly safe bet, but I'm going to steer clear of that one if it is at 7. Now, if it was at 6, it would definitely get my juices flowing. 7 is at minus 122. Now, he's fanned 10 Astros batters, which is not hard to do. He's fanned 10 Mets batters, which wasn't hard to do in the beginning of the season. 7, 8, 7, 6, 6, and 7. So he's only struck out less than 7 batters 3 times out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 starts. In 5 of his 8 starts, he has fanned at least 7 batters. I like those numbers. I'm going to take Rogers for the 7 strikeouts. As long as he makes it 5 innings, we should get 7 strikeouts, especially against the Phillies. So I'm going to put that one up on the board. All right. T. Rogers at 7+ strikeouts. I know we're already on the board. Let's see what that vibe does for us. Wow. It almost. It almost did it. Now the plus, the 7+, all that means is it needs 7 or more. All right? Needs 7 or more. That's it. So we hit 7 and you're winning. We hit 6 and you're screwed. All right, Ernest? By the way, Ernest should be back, everybody. Wherever Ernest is, he should have been able to count his fingers and his toes 20 times, maybe 21 if he's missing one, 15 times, and be back. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, absolutely. I always want to make sure everything's fair and on the up and up, and members only content struggled while I was out of town, so here we go, and let's put that juice out there, you know what I mean? KD says this one's for you, Ernest. It's not Vernest, KD, it's Ernest. Lose the V. Lose the V. Lowercase e, capital R. Alrighty, so moving into the NBA because I don't have much time. We got about 15 minutes, 16 minutes left on the live for this morning. Only because I have an appointment this morning. By the way, if you're on my personal plays, they will be out a little later today. We'll have them out a little bit later today. All right, a little later this morning. Not too long. I'll be sending them out shortly. All right, and if you're not on them, get on them. 3 days, $99. Same thing with premium plays. That summer sale that I have going is a smoking deal. It's a year of my personal plays, 1 full year. It ends up being $100 a month, guys. Less than $25 a week for the entire year. $1,200 one-time payment gets you the entire year. Also, there's the package including my game of the weeks for $2,000. You get every single one of my personal plays and all my game of the weeks for $2,000 for a full year, 12 full months, which is a smoking deal. If you bought my game of the weeks, they're $100 a piece. So do the math and the savings there. Also, speaking of my game of the week, not only do we have our soccer guys put out their soccer game of the week today, my personal play game of the week will be on Friday. All right, I did not put one out last week. I've only put out one out of the last 3 weeks, which was a winner, by the way. I've only put out one out of the last 3 weeks. I did not have one last week. I will never force a fucking game of the week. I will never force a big game. I will never force one just to... Trust me, I could have sold them and sold the shit out of them and made some great money. But I'm not about that. If I'm putting it out, I want it to have its best opportunity to win. Winning in sports is already hard. Hard enough. And it's something that we're able to do long term. So whenever I put out a big game, I always want to make sure that it's the right play. And you guys, the one difference between us and other people is we're actually betting. We're actually betting. We bet every game that we put out. Every game that I put out, I bet. And so when I put out a game of the week, I'm not just betting $50. I got 10, 15 grand on it at a minimum. At a minimum. 3 to 5K on a minimum on every personal play and premium play. So we roll on the games. So I'm not going to put out a game that I can go put, 10 to 15K on, that you guys can go put your either a couple hundred or 500 or a couple thousand or $5,000 on a game. And have an opportunity for it to, a good opportunity for it to donk off. No fucking way. I would just rather not put one out. I'd rather save face, not put one out, even though it's not putting any money in my pocket. But it's not costing me any either. And it's not costing you any either. So we're not 100% on them, obviously. But what I will do is I will put them out when the time is right and when the opportunity to win is great. And it's something that I'm going to be absolutely pounding the snot out of, like Friday. So you guys don't want to miss out on Friday. All right, to the NBA for today. 2 games, play-in tournament games. We've got the Spurs and the Grizzlies. Spurs coming in at +4, -108. The Grizzlies laying 4, -112, courtesy of BetOnline. The money line is actually up on this one. It was 160. I seen 160. I seen 165. Now it's up to 175 plus 155 for the Spurs. Over and under 222.5. Jesus, will there be any NBA Game of the Year for the company? Not a playoff package. You know, there's no playoff package for the NBA because NBA is, we're so selective on what we play. It'll be part of either premium plays or my personal plays. We have talk of an early round Game of the Year. There's a potential to have one. I'll know more, or possibly first round or second round, depending if we get the matchup, players stay healthy, COVID, and all of that stuff. So we have the potential to have one. And as soon as I know, I'll let you know. But we have had some talks about it. Remember, we didn't put one out at all last year for the company. So there's no rush to have one. We didn't have one last year. Don't have to have one this year. Only want to put one out if we think, the opportunity to win will be extreme. But thank you for asking. But yeah, we've had our eyes set on one where we're supposed to get the matchup that we want. And hopefully we do, and hopefully all, everything aligns and we're able to. Now, total on this one, over and under 222.5 points. As far as this one goes, we do have a play on the side. On this one. It is a premium play. If you want to know, you got to get on the premium play. So I'll avoid the side on this one. We'll focus in on the total between the Spurs and the Grizzlies. Total on this one, 222.5 points. What to expect out of this one? Hold on one second here. As far as the total on this one goes and what to expect, first of all, one of the games went under yesterday, the Celtics game. The Pacers game went way over, courtesy of them put up 144 points, nearly 261 points in that game total. What to expect? Generally speaking, playoffs things tighten up. The in-play tournament, kind of a shootout, so not necessarily a defensive series or anything of that nature. It is a one-and-done shootout for the most part. For the lower seed, it's a one and done. For the higher seed of the two today, the loser will face the winner of the lower of the higher seeded bracket. But as far as this one to go, Morant, DeRozan going up against each other. As far as scoring goes, you take a look at their last game. Obviously, Memphis smashed them in their last game. The Spurs riding a 4-game losing streak. Memphis coming off their loss to Golden State 113-101 in a game that stayed under the total. You take a look at the previous games that the Spurs have all lost dating back to their last regular season game. A 123-121, 140-103, 102-98 against the Knicks, a 128-116 against the Nets, and a 140, and they did beat the Bucks, by the way, 146-125. That was their last win on the 10th of May. They haven't won in 9 days, excuse me. Even in their win against the Kings, that game stayed under. We were actually on the wrong side of that one, where there was only 217 points scored in that one. As far as the total on this one goes, I would like to think that it has the making to go over. But there's definitely something on this one that keeps me away from it. 129-112 final in their January 30th meeting. 113 or 131-119 in their game against, in December, early December, the beginning of the season. Hell yeah, Juan, Norwegian darts. Forgot about that easy one. Don't forget Turtle number 7, race 3 in Tijuana today. Track number 2B. 2B for the basement. But as far as this one goes, I do like the over. I've got a sneaky suspicion about the over. I'm not afraid of the under, although playoffs generally I lean towards the under. Not in this situation, not in this one, folks. We put out a play in the NBA on the last game on the Warriors and the Lakers. So if you want to know about that one, you need to watch, the daily free play video. But in this one, I think the total goes over. I think the total goes over. I do have a strong lean on it, and it's a strong lean, so it's a small bet for me. It's something that I will be betting, but I'll be betting it rather small. So I'll put it up on the board, but keep in mind, full disclaimer for the earnests out there, lowercase e, capital R's. You know what I mean? If you know the type of people that I'm talking about here. But as far as that goes, it is a small play. All right, it is a small play for everybody. Not a monster. Not a monster. So we'll put it up on the board. Put it up on the board here for everybody to see and witness. All right, witness the greatness going down. I know I'm going to have to write it in, so... Oh, shit, I just deleted it. Keep in mind, props, we bet small. Full disclaimer again. I'm sure I'll have to fix that. Get those up on the board for you guys. Oh, yeah, hold on. Put the disclaimer up there for the dingbats of the world. That poll is spinning, absolutely. Absolutely. Jesus FC definitely killed that max fight pick. He's on an 8-1-1 run for the max fight picks. Absolutely smoking them. Absolutely smoking them. All right, so let's move along to the last game on the board. First of all, we have a play on this game. If you want to know what we're playing on it, actually on the total, you'll have to watch the daily free play video. If you know what it is, please don't post it in the comments. Let everybody go watch that video and then give us a thumbs up there, which you should be doing here, by the way. Give us that big thumbs up. Hold on one second, folks. Rookie MVP, what's going on, my brother? I know you're glad to be back in the members video, members only live, or the members only content yesterday with that nice winner this morning. But as far as the Lakers and the Warriors go, as far as the total, we have a play on the total. You need to watch the daily free play video and then drop a comment in that video. We're going to be selecting at least one person that gives us their best bet of the day, and it's a winner for a free package on Thursday, so you do not want to miss out there. But as far as the Warriors and the Lakers come in laying 5.5. It was 5. It's up to a half. It's up a half a point. Plus 5.5 for the Warriors, who are on that nice little hot streak. A plus 195 moneyline dog for the Warriors. Minus 225 for the Lakers. Over and under 218 points. As far as the total goes, we do have a play on the total. As far as the side on this game goes, I think this one can go either direction today. Now, the last time they faced off against each other, middle of March, Lakers smashed them 128-97, but I'd have to say the Warriors of May are not the Warriors of March. All right? So be careful with this one. Steph Curry is on his game. LeBron James is back. What to expect in this matchup? Lakers winners of 5 straight. They just beat the Pelicans 110-98 to end the regular season. The Warriors have won 6 straight. To get to where they are, they're 8-2 in their last 10 games, beating the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, the Suns, the Jazz, the Thunder twice. They had their loss to the Pelicans, and they beat the Pelicans and the Rockets before that. So they had a very easy schedule to finish out the season. All right? They got a Suns team that wasn't, playing, probably to the best of their ability. Same thing with the Grizzlies. The Pelicans are, the Pelicans. But what to expect out of this one? I would like to think that this is going to be a classic close game. Now, keep in mind, with this matchup, if one of these teams goes down big, look for them to rest players knowing that they're going to get a second opportunity against the winner of the Spurs and the Grizzlies game. The loser of the Warriors and Lakers will play the winner of the Spurs and the Grizzlies. So let's just say the Lakers go up by 20 or 25, and it's the third quarter. Watch the Warriors sit their entire bench and save them for their next in-play tournament game against the winner of the Spurs or the Grizzlies. Vice versa, the Lakers go down big. I can see them pulling players, especially LeBron James, and resting them for that next in-play tournament game. So these second games, you have to be careful of. If there's a big lead, the other team, they have no advantage to play. They have no reason to play at full strength if they're down huge. If the game's a wrap at half, or the game's a wrap somewhere in the middle of the third quarter or at the start of the fourth quarter, look for it to be like a regular season blowout where they clear the bench and rest the starters for that next must-win game. So this is not necessarily a must-win game if they go down early. As far as this game goes, I think the Warriors keep it close. I'm not going to bet it. I'm going to watch it. But I do have a very strong lean. Warriors plus 5.5. Now, I would watch this line. It was 5. It's now 5.5. We have 11 hours before this game starts. 10 hours and 45 minutes. That's a lot of possible line movements. So I would watch this line. The favorite, I mean, people are going to be pounding the Lakers. It's the Lakers, it's the Lakers, it's the Lakers. All right? Lakers at home. There'll probably be some more line movement. It's already moved to half a point this morning. Look for it possibly to move. If you're going to back the Warriors, I would wait and watch that line movement. Now, if you see that money, the juice on it start to drop, then I would probably bet the Warriors before it gets off 5.5. But if you start seeing it go the other way, I would absolutely wait and see if you can get it higher. But again, lean towards the Warriors plus the 5.5 in this one. As far as the total, there is a free play on the total, but you have to watch the daily free play video. And then when you're done with that, hey, Jose, what's going on, my brother? And when you're done with that, you need to hit that thumbs up, which you should have already done in this one. If you haven't done it, please do. It helps us tremendously when you do hit that thumbs up button. All right? And then drop a comment in our daily free play video. Let us know what your best bet of the day is. If you win, we might just select you for a free package on Thursday. All right? So that's what I have for today, folks. I do have to run right at the 8:15 mark, 11:15 on the East Coast. Don't forget, soccer game of the week goes down today. The cutoff is 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 Pacific. It is $100, guaranteed to win, or you get the next one free. If you enter the promo code SOCCER30, it will take 30% off. All right, SOCCER30, 30% off. Don't miss out. All right, do not miss out. All right, guys, good luck. Wager responsibly. Don't do anything stupid, and we will see everybody live tomorrow morning, same time, same place, sharp. All right, guys, good luck, everybody, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow.